Welcome. Today I will be paraphrasing, summarizing, and sharing for the August 27th Al-Anon readings, Encourage to Change, and a Little Time for Myself. We'll begin with the Serenity Prayer and 3 mindful breaths. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. I will take a moment and look this over. The question is, how do I express love for someone when I don't like what they are doing? And this person brings up the Al-Anon suggested closing quote, though you may not like all of us, you'll love us in a very special way, the same way we already love you, unquote. And this person is applying that to a person in her home group that she felt was overbearing, and she didn't really much like this person. But then she noticed this person's beautiful hair. And this person thought, I really love her hair. And then they thought about how much they loved this person's commitment to the group. And then over time, this person was able to love this person unconditionally, just as a fellow Al-Anon member who was seeking peace in their life. Today's reminder: when we consider the concept of love for others, we can treat people with kindness and respect without losing ourselves. And the quote is from Survival to Recovery. Because we're all in the same boat, we have an understanding and love for others in our program. How do I express love for someone when I don't like what they're doing? This can apply to so many different things. When I think of separating the person from the behavior or separating the person from the disease, that's helpful. I don't think I have too much else to say about that. Today may be a very quick video. How do I express love? Just by listening to what they have to say, treating them with dignity and respect. If I didn't like what someone was doing, I would probably be less likely to put myself in a position to be spending a lot of time with them, unless I was stuck spending a lot of time with them. But it always works to be respectful and to give that person dignity, just as I would want for myself. Getting very close to September. When I first opened both books, I opened to a September page first. All right, I'm going to take a minute to look this over. This is about making progress, especially with the first 3 steps. This person talks about coming to Al-Anon and thinking that the first 3 steps were pretty easy and they were ready to move on, but then they realized that they weren't really admitting their powerlessness. They weren't really letting go and letting God. And this person says the key to them being able to let go and let God was to say, quote, not my will, but your will, unquote. And this person says now that they've really examined the first 3 steps, they don't think they're so easy, but they're looking for progress, not perfection. Today's reminder: we develop coping skills in Al-Anon. We can be patient with ourselves because we're always learning. And the quote is from Seneca. We continue to learn how to live the longer we live. This passage is just one of those beautiful, gentle, like they're all like this, really. It just soothes my soul every time I open a conference approved piece of literature. I just am so enveloped by the gentleness and the warmth, and I just feel so connected and understood, and I am so grateful for that, because I think in my own way I did the same thing as this person did. I thought, yes, I believe in a higher power. I know my life is unmanageable. I'm willing to get help from anybody who will offer it to me, including my higher power, so let's get this thing going. But then, every day, including today, I have to remind myself to do my higher power's will. My higher power's will. That's what I'm asking for. What is my higher power's will for me? And please give me the power to carry that out. And that's it. It's really that simple. But I need passages like this to remind me. We'll close out with the Serenity Prayer and 3 mindful breaths. Here we go. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Thank you so much for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Sending you love. Take care.